Hello, my name is Donna Ellis. I am the creator of the Active Rest Fitness Program and Lifestyle, and I am inviting you to meet me on the deck. On the deck is where I help people get active for at least 30 minutes a day by providing workout sessions to fit any schedule or any excuse that you may have. I also encourage people to prioritize rest and restorative sleep, to practice mindfulness in their eating habits and their abilities, and to build a community of support, which involves family members, neighbors, and friends. The conversation from the deck is about motivation. So I have this quote here by James Clear that says, "Motivation often comes after starting, not before. Action produces the momentum." So this takes what we normally consider motivation and flip it upside down. Normally, we think we need the motivation first in order to accomplish a goal. We need the motivation first to start a fitness program. We need the motivation first to start a new diet. We need the motivation first to start a business. But this says that motivation comes after you start. So I'm going to give you 3 things to do in order to help you stay motivated, get motivated and stay motivated. So the first thing I want you to do is start. That's it. Motivation comes after starting. So we don't want to wait until the motivation hits us before we start. We want to go ahead and get started. By starting, what you want to do is you want to develop a plan that includes small changes. And you also want to include some short-term goals in there. So for me personally, a plan that I have, a small change that I want to make is in my eating habits. I want to eat more fresh vegetables. I want to eat more home-cooked meals. Now, previously, I was buying breakfast and lunch. I would leave home, go to work, stop and get breakfast, and then during my lunch break, go buy lunch. But I wanted to change that. I wanted to eat less processed foods. I wanted to cook more at home. I wanted to get more veggies in me. So now I went grocery shopping on Sunday. I made a big old pan of roasted vegetables that I pack up and I take to work with me. I also started doing HelloFresh a couple of weeks ago. HelloFresh will send you a box of food. It's already packaged. It gives you everything that you need. It sends you the recipe, and then you cook the food. It's fresh foods, fresh vegetables. Mine usually includes a carb, a meat, and a vegetable, a starch, and a protein. And so that's how I get my fresh foods. That's just a small change for me. It's just taking one meal a day and trying to make it, be as fresh and as healthy as possible. And then 2, you want to set some short-term goals. A short-term goal for me is to take 2 of my workout sessions each week and do them on my own. I don't want them to be, active rest sessions or anything like that. I want them to be personal to me and tailored to me and just for myself. Because after becoming an instructor, I noticed that the intensity of my workouts is not the same because I'm having to, monitor what everybody else is doing, make sure everybody is working out correctly. And so my intensity level has dropped. When I work out on my own, the intensity is higher. And so that's my goal, is to now try to pick 2 times a week where I work out just by myself. So that's a short-term goal for me. The second thing that I want you to do is act. So we've already started. We've developed our plan. We've set our goals. We're getting started. And now it says action produces the momentum. So now we need to act. And with active rest, how do we act? We want to show up and we want to be consistent. So the first thing is getting that plan together, then coming and showing up. Once you show up, once you come to the workouts, you want to consistently come to the workouts. Once you get on that diet or start that new diet, you want to be consistent with it. You don't want to start and stop because you're not going to get results in that way. So you want to show up and you want to be consistent. That's how you act. With active rest, I'll say that there are people that start the program, but they're not consistent. They enjoy the workouts. They have a good time, but life happens. And so they get, distracted and get taken away from the deck every now and again. But the ones who show up consistently, those are the ones that will see the most results, and we'll see the results. It's like you've been working out, like you can see it when they've been coming, time after time after time. So you want to show up and you also want to be consistent when you're showing up. And then the third thing is you've started, you developed your plan, you set your goals. You're acting on that plan. You're showing up and you're being consistent. So now we need you to stay motivated, right? The motivation comes now within the momentum of the workouts, within the momentum of the diet while you're doing the thing. So to stay motivated is you want to celebrate small victories. That's one of the ways. Celebrate small victories. I know for me, I've cut back on my alcohol intake. That's a small victory for me, and I'm proud of that. It's a small thing, it's a small change, but I'm proud of it. I celebrate that. I'm proud of myself for doing that. I've eaten vegetables for lunch for the past, few days or so. I'm proud of myself for that. I cooked. I've eaten veggies. I've, increased my vegetable intake. I'm very excited about that. I'm proud of myself for that. So I celebrate the small things. These are good things that are going on, in my life. Even things that are not directly affecting me, my body, my person, but sometimes I get discouraged with the whole active rest workout program because I'm the instructor. I've put on a significant amount of weight as an instructor. And so sometimes that, kind of gets in my head. But then I see other people who are seeing results. And that's a small victory for me. That keeps me motivated. That keeps active rest going. That's what makes me, that's the thing that makes me get up and say, I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and do this workout. Whether I see the results or not, personally, I see them in someone else. Somebody else is benefiting from it. Somebody else is getting something out of it. So that's what keeps me motivated with active rest. There have been times and times, over the last few years where I was like, oh, I just want to, I just want to stop. I just want to give up. I just, is it really working? Are people really interested? Are they going to keep coming back? And then they keep showing up. Like this morning, I had 9 people on, working out with me via Zoom. So, and then I'm seeing people, they're showing up, their clothes are getting looser, they're wearing clothes that they haven't worn before. That's motivating to me. That's saying that this is something that works and this is a good program. And regardless of how I'm using the program personally, somebody sees a benefit in it. Somebody sees value in it and they're getting results. So, that's just our conversation today about motivation. I want to take you back to that quote. It's accredited to James Clear. And it says, motivation often comes after starting, not before. Action produces momentum. And the 3 things I want you to do is I want you to start. I want you to develop a plan that includes small changes and short-term goals. That's the first thing. 2, act. I want you to show up and be consistent. That action is what's going to produce the momentum and the motivation for you to keep going. And then 3, stay motivated by celebrating your small victories. Celebrate that shirt that you couldn't button up without seeing the little gaps in the button where the buttons meet. Now it's closing. Celebrate that you can get into a new, a pair of pants that you couldn't get into, or that your waist beads are dropping. Celebrate that you've gone 3 or 4 days this week eating vegetables or trying something new. Like one of the ladies on the deck introduced me to Brussels sprouts. I had never had them, and I had them for the first time here back in July, I believe, or sometime like that. I love them now, so those are now going to be a staple in my diet. Brussels sprouts, carrots, vegetables, we learn from each other. We get recipes from each other. We motivate each other. And so, for me, that's a small victory is that I'm eating Brussels sprouts and I'm going to celebrate that and I'm going to enjoy that. So I hope you got something from this conversation to help you get motivated and stay motivated. And I also hope that you have a great day. Thank you.